Chapter 8, Spirit Week. It doesn't take long for the entire house to gather, and the glitter-covered foyer flecks a silver dot to everyone's hair and clothing. Why didn't you guys warn us about this? We'll never get all this glitter cleaned up. Don't blame us. We had no idea when or where the football team was going to strike. It's an annual tradition. The football team and the frats go head-to-head to see who can come up with the best prank. The frats dominated last year when Gamma got the windows in the building behind the football field to spell out their letters. And when the football team pranked the whole house instead of just us, they included you Lambdas in the deal. Which means we need to get revenge. Everyone moves to the dining room to begin planning your first strike. I'm thinking snakes. I'm thinking whipped cream. Snakes covered in whipped cream? Whipped cream is good, but what if we top it up a notch with expired whipped cream? Ugh. You sit back in your seat, listening as the Omegas toss out more ridiculous suggestions. Riley notices your silence and leans in. What's wrong? Since when do you not have an opinion on something? You guys are thinking too small. You're all just throwing out random ideas. It's the same way you throw parties. There's no planning, no finesse. You got something better, Lambda? What we need to do is prank them somewhere big, public, and with something that isn't expired whipped cream. What do you have in mind? Oh, just the obvious. A booby trap, packets of slime, and a dozen football uniforms rigged to explode at the exact moment we tell them. Cross your arms and watch as the entire room bursts into excited speech. Only Riley remains calm, his intense, admiring gaze never leaving yours. See what I mean, Danielle? You never fail to surprise me. Less than an hour before the coin toss, you and the core of Lambdas and Omegas are sewing slime packs into the football team's jerseys. I can't believe Tara was able to get the remote control detonators working in time. This is gonna be great. Less talking, more sewing, Lambda. Remember, loser scrubs the dishes tonight. He slides his gaze over to you with a smirk, and you scowl at Omega's growing pile of unfinished uniforms. You guys might be fast, but your sewing looks like it was done by a drunk badger. Who cares as long as we finish before you? Isn't this her idea to begin with? Stab one of Riley's pouches with a needle, aim a slime pouch like an ice pack to cool my body. I'm a stab it, patch. You pretend to yawn, stretch, and flick of your wrist, bring a needle down into Riley's slime packet, which shoots up into his eyes, a surging gust. He turns towards you with the slime dripping down his face into his mouth. With a slow, sensual sweep of his tongue, he licks it from his lips. Green apple, wanna taste? Ugh. I'm just saying, ugh. He brings his mouth towards yours in a promise and a threat. Squealing, you jolt away from him before he can make contact. But then he snatches one of your uniforms and dances out of reach. Hey, that's mine. You want it? You better come get it. He dashes around the row of lockers before you can snag the uniform, and you charge after him. You catch him, shove him against a locker, getting in his face. You can stop messing around. Danielle, the rest of us are done. Should we? Go ahead, we'll finish up and meet you guys out there in a minute. You hear the other Lambdas and Omega slip out the door, but right as you're about to round back on Riley, more footsteps reach you. Alright, boys, get those jerseys on and let's get ready to win this game. We have to hide fast. Grabs you around the waist and pulls you towards the showers. Loud voices and laughter fill the room as Riley presses you into the shadows. Your heart pounds against his chest. His face inches from yours as you both struggle to control your breathing. One wrong move, one sound, and the whole prank will be ruined. Keep perfectly quiet. You try to slow your heart rate and ignore Riley's hands on your hips. His face dips lower and lower, his cheeks brushing softly against yours as his lips find their way to your ear. We've really got to stop meeting like this, Lambda. Your whole body freezes and then melts as Riley's hands light up to your waist, his knuckles grazing lightly over your skin. After what feels like an eternity, the football team finishes suiting up and heads out to the field. You and Riley fall apart, both of you dazed and breathing hard. Riley, that was... You trail off, your whole body thrumming from his touch. He recovers faster, his lips quirking into a knowing smile. I know, but we better get out of here or we'll miss kickoff. You start to follow him out towards the stadium, only for Dahlia to peel off the wall and stop in front of you with raised eyebrows. Is Operation Slime Omega still on? She flashes the inside of her purse to show the secret extra stash of slime packets she brought, unbeknownst to the Omegas. It'll be hilarious to see how they react when we hide these on them. Nobody doubts our pranking abilities and gets away with it. Plus, we'll get full glory for pranking both Omega and the football team. And showing Riley that I'm more than his equal when it comes to fun. Wait, this is a diamond choice? Let's do this. We have about an hour before we're set to detonate the slime packets. We need to get moving if we want to pull it off. The girls are waiting for your cue. This is going to be so much fun. The two of you make your way to the stands where the Omegas and Lambdas are getting into the spirit of things, with shouts, cheers, and plenty of refreshments. Over here, Daniel. I saved you the best seat in the house. You smother a laugh as you take the spot Luna saved for you. Right in the middle of the laughing, clueless Omegas, Luna leans in with a grin. I've got my slime packet all ready to slip into Wyatt's back pocket. All I need is someone to distract him for me. I've got a packet already tucked in the VCSU hat for Trevor. I just need to convince him to put it on. You guys are spoiling me. I barely have to do any of the work. Distract Wyatt. You turn to Luna and rub your hands. Say no more, distraction mode engaged. This is gonna be so good. You sit up next to Wyatt, sling a friendly arm around his shoulders. Hey Danielle, what's up? Nothing much, I'm just giddy at the prospect of all that slime exploding across the football field. Making a wet, slippery mess is one of my favorite things to do. Wow, the pun there. At these words, you can feel Riley's gaze shift toward you. You resolutely ignore him. In fact, I'm such in a good mood that the next round is on me. What are you drinking? Just a soda? You lift the cup from his hand and take a long sip. Feigning thoughtfulness, you gesture for Luna to slip the packet in. I detect cola with a hint of lime and lemon and just a smidge of grape. That's right. How did you know that? What the hell soda are you drinking, dude? A lucky guess. You stay right here and I'll refill your glass. And don't sit down. You're gonna want to keep your eyes on the field. You and Luna share a victorious salute as you dash off to refill his soda. That's one down and about a dozen more to go. As other Lambdas start discreetly slipping slime packs into the pockets, shoes, backpacks, and anything else they can find, you move to join Riley. So, you think VCSU, you ready to make history today? It's good to see you getting in the spirit of things, but it's not that good of a prank. We'll just see about that, won't we? You palm your slime pocket and let your eyes roam over his body. He eyes you with a little suspiciously, but doesn't protest when you draw as close to him as possible. I want to make sure everyone sees Riley get slime, so this has to be perfect. Out on the field, the VCSU football team scores a touchdown. The crowd goes wild. Everyone jumps to their feet as the pep band breaks out in the school song. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is my chance to slip the packet in place. Riley is already half distracted by the cheering. I should throw myself at him, literally. Pretend to be jostled by spectators. As everyone around you surges and sways, you pretend to stumble on the stands in Riley's direction. Oh, watch it. You just start to go down when Riley swoops in to save you, just like you knew he would. He wraps you in a big bear hug, his arms not just holding you, but protecting you. Are you okay, Danielle? I didn't see the asshole who hit you. Your shock is genuine when he starts searching your face for any signs of distress. He looks so genuinely concerned for your safety. I'm fine. It's fine. I thank you. You don't have to thank me. I've got your back, Lambda. Your breath catches as you skim your hands up his shirt and slip the slime packet in his pocket. Oh wow, I must feel bad for taking advantage of him like that. As you regain your bearings, you catch Delia's eye. She gives you a quick nod and your sign that everyone has done their part. Phase 1's complete, now all we have to do is wait for detonation. A few minutes later, you and Riley sneak up to the broadcasting booth to play your final hand. I hope your trigger finger is ready, Danielle. We're about to make Omega history. He looks so pleased with himself that you can't help but bring him down a notch or two. Omega history, please. You guys couldn't have made it past the planning stage without us. He leans against the wall, his arms crossed and smug look on his face. He has no idea there's a slime packet on him just waiting to explode. We have gotten here eventually. All you had to do, all you did was speed up the process. Would it kill you to say thanks? Just once. You could make things easy, give credit where credit is due. He pushes off the wall, approaches you, his smile still firmly in place. Fine, Danielle, I can't deny you anything you want. He drops his face so close to you that you can almost feel the shape of the words leaving his lips. Thank you, Lambda, for making me a better man. There. Was that so hard? I kinda like it when you get all angry and demanding. Do it again. You turn away from him with a resolute breath and pull out your remote detonator. Now is not the time to let him distract me. It's showtime. And 3, 2, 1. You wait until the VCSU team throws a long 50-yard pass before pressing the remote trigger. I'm covered in green goo! Does it taste like green apple? Pandemonium breaks out as the football falls flat on the grass and the players pull off their uniforms, slime pouring down their sweaty bodies. Everyone's laughing, cheering, but no one more than the Lambdas and Omegas who start chanting in unison. Riley picks up the loudspeaker mic and starts to speak. This epic slime fest is brought to you by Omega, the one, the only, the greatest frat in... What the... All at once, the Jumbotron swivels from the football field to the stands where the Omegas are shouting as slime packets burst underneath their clothing. Ooh. Oh, it's all over my face. Everyone is covered in goop, but none more than Riley, whose jeans are soaked and gnarly with slime. You lift the mic from him in triumph and... Actually... this is 100% Lambda style. A double prank can only be pulled off by the best, and that's Lambda new. The entire stadium roars with laughter and approval, your sorority sister smiling and waving at the cameras as they bask in their victory. You turn towards Riley with a satisfied smile, only to find him peeling off his slime-soaked clothing and reveal the slippery perfection of his body. Alright, Danielle, you officially win this round. I'm impressed. He barely managed to swallow as you zero in on the gleaming perfection of his body in these tight quarters. You're not the only one. The rest of the week passes in a blur of activity, bustle, and the entire house riding high on the wave of your success. Not only did we pull an epic prank, but now it's time for our first monthly Lambda formal dinner, one of my favorite sorority traditions. Until Omega ruins it. The dining room is set with glittering candles, your best plateware, and a decadent catered meal designed to tempt every appetite. Lambda knew. We've gathered here this evening to celebrate our sisterhood. When we work as one, no one can hold us back. As everyone clinks their glasses, you gesture for the team of butlers to come forward with silver platters containing your carefully planned meal. Dinner is served, madame. The butler slides a platter in front of you and carefully lifts the lid to reveal... Yes. Okay, I'm in love. Oh my god, that is amazing looking. I actually wouldn't mind trying that. It's like a Halloween thing. It's amazing. Oh my god, what's happening? I told you they'd get you back. Screams break out as cockroaches. Oh my god. Scatter across the table, frantically running onto the Lambda's laps and in their hair as they try to escape. Behind me, Danielle. Let's get you out of here. Riley, you did this, didn't you? Is this another one of your stupid pranks? Because it's not funny. It's not funny at all. A flash of hurt crosses his face, but he pushes it aside as he wraps his arms around you to shield you from the mayhem. I wouldn't do something like this, Danielle. This is taking things too far. As the rest of the Omegas come running to see what the problem is, they join the screaming. Not bugs, anything but bugs! As everyone starts to clear out of the dining room, you catch sight of the butlers holding up their phones and laughing as they record the Omegas' reactions. Oh man, look at the Omegas cry. The football team is gonna love this. It takes several hours for exterminators to clear out the house. See, I thought it was a cool looking meal, but now you put roaches in it? Like real roach? Bro, no, you crossed a line. The meal would have been cool looking, and yeah, no, but screw you. And when they do, they leave a disaster of broken plates, rotten food, and dead insects behind. Our dinner was ruined. Ruined. And half the girls are gonna have PTSD now. Forget your dinner. Those videos are already everywhere. The entire campus thinks Omegas are a bunch of cowards. Everyone calm down. I know this is bad, but we're not out of the race yet. We need to prank the football team back. That's right. The only way we're going to succeed is as a team. For the next few days, we need to put aside our petty differences and make this a house effort. The football team is going to expect retaliation. It's not going to be easy to get them. We should totally Trojan horse them, send them a peace offering, and then attack. We could throw an ABC party, anything but clothes, to celebrate the football team's victory, sneak in a prank when they're least expecting it. We'll set up a runway so everyone can show off their DIY fashion, but when the football team takes the stage, we'll hit them full Carrie style. Like, with a bucket of blood? Even better, with a bucket of lube. Ew? Everyone starts talking all at once. The Omegas are already rolling on the floor laughing, while the Lambdas are putting together plans for the party, and Riley... A bucket of lube, huh, Lambda? I didn't know you had it in you. Riley, keep underestimating me. It's more fun that way. No matter how many times I kick your ass, you're always surprised to see the bruise. Not surprised, Danielle. Delighted. Alright, Team Omega. What do we know about building a runway? My hammer is hard and ready. We could take that a lot of different ways, my dude. Team Lambda, let's hit the socials right away. Gracefully admit defeat, and get those party invites rolling. Already on it, the football team is never gonna see this coming. As everyone gets to work, one of the Omegas comes running and holding a gallon-sized bucket that's perfect for the runway. I swear to God, if it's full of lube already, I have questions. I volunteered at the health center last year. While you guys finish up here, Riley and I can sneak in and steal all the free packets of lube. Breaking and entering with the picture-perfect Lambda president. Count me in. Are you sure that's a good idea, Danielle? I should go with you instead. Dahlia. I don't want to put us both at risk. It's too dangerous for both of us to go. If I get caught, I'll need you to step up and fill my place. You push Riley out the door before she can argue. Darkness has already fallen, so no one notices as you both sneak towards the health clinic under the cover of night. As you hope, the passcode is still the same, and you and Riley are inside the health clinic with no one the wiser. Is it weird that I'm turned on by you breaking the law? I feel like I'm corrupting the Princess of Cordonia or something. That was my idea, remember? You're not corrupting anyone. I don't know, I find it hard to believe that Danielle of 2 months ago would go all in on the name of revenge. But what was Dahlia's deal back there? She was even more unpleasant than usual. Dahlia is just afraid I'm falling under your spell. She's afraid that our thing is getting in the way of more important matters. Something dark and hot flashes in his eyes. He takes a swaggering step towards you. Our thing, huh? Tell me more. Don't get full of yourself. I just meant she wants me to keep my head in the game. You roll around and start rifling through the boxes in the supply closet until you find the lube. Sterile lubricating jelly. Seems to me that Dahlia is a lot smarter than I gave her credit for. You feel Riley's draw closer as he releases a low, sultry chuckle and you whirl, the box of lube clutched in your hands like a shield. What are you talking about? A certain moonlight kiss seems to come to mind. Your cheeks burn as you remember how good it felt to feel his lips on yours, not to mention his teeth. For a woman who doesn't like me, she sure enjoyed dancing with me on the burlesque stage. You gulp, remembering how hot and powerful it felt to have Riley's eyes on you. Stop flinging my past mistakes in my face. Everyone has a moment of weakness. My weakness is coffee. That's about it. He gently lifts the box of lube from your hands and tosses it aside. His long, lean body looms closer, guiding you into the supply closet. You obviously like spending time with me, or you would have invited Dahlia on this heist instead of me. I told you already. She was needed back at the house. He tisks gently, so close now that you can feel the heat and strength radiating off his body. Every part of your body throbs with need to have him close. Riley. Your back hits the counter as he grinds his hips into yours. He stares intently at your mouth, and no matter how hard you try, you can't help but stare right back. Well, Daniel, are you ready to admit how much you want me? Throw caution to the wind. Resist temptation again. Sorry, not sorry. Just grab the box, will you? The sooner we get back to the house, the sooner we can get the whole plan underway. Sure thing, Lambda. I'm sure we have lots more heists in our future to look forward to. The night of the ABC party arrives. Before you know it, everything is set up. The guests will arrive in a minute, and the Omegas are almost done raking the bucket of lube. Perfect, you guys. From down here, the bucket looks like part of the lighting. Feel a tap on your shoulder and spin around to find Riley dressed in nothing but an inner tube. Dressed as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. What do you think? He snorts, but only to cover up the way your throat grows dry as he strikes a playful pose that causes the inner tube to slip down 2 very important inches. The party starts in a minute. Where's your costume? I've been so busy with the party prep that I don't have time to do more than tape a couple of straps into a cardboard box. I figured it's better than nothing. Riley takes one look at the costume you hold up and whips out a roll of caution tape. No way, you're the hostess of this party. You need a caution tape mini dress, and I just happen to be an expert at making them. Though if you're not interested, I think I saw a cardboard box laying around from move-in day that could work. I accept. Though I really wish that they would let you, like see the non-diamond cardboard box. Wouldn't mind seeing it, but, you know. You're right, I need to look. That's hot, tempting, and tells everyone that they can look, but not touch. Pausing just long enough to make sure Dahlia wasn't watching, grab Riley by the hand and sneak up to your room. You'll have to work fast. If Dahlia finds out we're in here together, it's all over for me. Instead of getting right to work, Riley leans against the door and tosses the caution tape playfully from hand to hand. You sure are scared of that woman finding out about us. What power does she hold over you? Hello, you're the enemy, remember? He takes 2 deliberate strides towards you, his inner tube bouncing with every step. As he stops, you can feel it bouncing against your thighs. You make it sound like she'll stage a coup, take your presidency away. You don't understand, Dahlia. He's only looking out for the sorority. It's just, I'd be just as mad if I found her cozying up with Trevor or Wyatt. I'd pay good money to see that. She'd eat Trevor alive. And the best part is, he'd like it. Riley starts to unwind the tape, his movements deft and sure as his gaze rakes over you. If you ask me, Lambda, what you really like is the whole will she, won't she, find out thing going on. And I don't blame you, it's hot. Harpy thumps in a strong, pulsing agreement, but you refuse to admit it. Just get going. If she walks in while I'm completely naked, she's definitely gonna get the wrong idea. You don't look naked to me. Not yet, anyway. His eyes flash as you step back and start to strip off your clothing. He doesn't even pretend to look away as you shimmy your hips and allow the fabric to slide to the floor. Well, Riley, you're the expert. How do you want me? The temperature in the room seems to heat up 100 degrees as he draws forward, tape stretched taut between his hands. That's up to you, Lambda. You can either turn around and put your hands on the wall, or you can lift your arms and start spinning. A lick of flame starts at your toes and curls upwards as the thought of putting yourself so wholly in his hands. Lift my arms and slowly twirl. It makes more sense. You raise your arms above your head and start to move in a slow, deliberate circle. Riley holds one end of the caution tape to your waist and lets it wind around you as you spin and spin. Ever thought dressing a hot woman can be almost as much fun as undressing one, but I'm starting to change my mind. Feel dizzy, but not from the spinning. With every revolution of your body, you can feel the tape growing tighter. His knuckles graze against your bare skin as he works, first around your waist and then up towards your breasts before moving to your hips. It's a shame to cover an ass like yours. Maybe I'll leave it extra short just for me. And everyone else at the party. His fingers brush lightly over the outside of your thighs, causing them to quake. I don't give a two damns about them. Everything I want is right here. Your throat feels tight as he ties off the dress and stands back to admire his handiwork, the air between you thick with promise. Maybe what he said back at the health center was right. What Delia senses between us is very real and very hot. A loud ruckus from downstairs interrupts you before you make the mistake of saying more. It's showtime. Thanks for the outfit, Riley. It looks great. It's not the dress, Daniel. It's the stunning model I had to work with. As you slip out of the room and head downstairs, you're surprised to find your knees are shaking. You had no idea Riley had such a flair for fashion or making you feel so downright gorgeous. Let's get the ABC party started! Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say, but if that's just a normal, regular pizza box... Yep, I'm not even going to finish that statement. You don't have to tell me twice. I like it. Have any football players arrived yet? Never fear, the champions are here. Bunch of bananas. Oh, damn, if I'd known this was who pranked us, I might have laid it easy on the cockroaches. Can I punch him? You strike a pose and smile sweetly at the football player, whose tongue is practically lolling out of his head. Too late, hotshot. Music blasts from the speakers, and drinks flow freely as everyone settles in. Lambdas flirt hard with the football players, while Omegas take their taunts with good-natured laughs. This is awesome. I always love a chance to wear as little as possible. And I always love a chance to see you do it. You mingle and make sure everyone has drinks, and as soon as everyone seems to be having fun, you glance over at Riley, who nods. The sooner we get this fashion show started, the sooner the football team goes down. You march up the runway and grab the microphone. Alright everyone, the fashion show is about to kick off. If you're ready to show off what your mama gave you, come on up. A girl wearing nothing but a towel struts across the stage, followed by a guy in a banana suit. You should see what I'm hiding underneath. Hey, anyone wanna peel me open? He's got a lot of appeal. Shut up. When it's your turn to walk the catwalk, you become aware of all eyes are on you. Even though you can hear the cat calls and shouts of appreciation, it's Riley's gaze you feel most. Looking good, Danielle. Oh, that's one hell of a dress. No false advertising here. She's danger every step of the way. A rush of confidence floods through you as you strike a pose. As you do, the skirt rides several inches up your thighs. Even though it's made out of tape, I don't get it. I'm the best one dressed here, and my legs look amazing. Dahlia is there to help you down from the stage. Her voice is low, but you can still hear the excitement in it. It's time for the big finale. Have you seen what the football team is wearing? You mean those ridiculous banana skirts? Oh yeah, this is gonna be hilarious. You take the microphone once again and call the team up to the stage. They're laughing and full of jeers as they start to pose. Let's hear it for... the dog, apparently. The ultimate pranksters! They wipe the floor with us, so they deserve every minute of this. Our prank will live on in VCSU of history forever. And so will how good my ass looks in this jockstrap. You hold back a snort as they reach the end of the runway. pose for pictures. They're so busy preening, they didn't notice when Trevor pulls the rigging. Bucket of lube. Oh, God. The entire bucket of lube comes sliding down over him. No! Sorry, Seth. I can't, it's too slippery. Partygoers break out in cheers. Lambdas and Omegas rush the stage, declaring victory every step of the way. Nobody was Lambda knew. Our Omega sigh, who's screaming like a bunch of big babies now. You find yourself engulfed by the crowd as you step down. Shots are pushed into your hands, and everyone wants to congratulate you, but it's Riley you look toward first. We make a hell of a team, Lambda. You have no time to bask in his compliment before everyone else is pushing in for a turn. That was epic. We're glad to see the frat prank streak continuing strong. Why do I remember these two? Where do I remember these two from? Seriously. Thanks. It was all a joint effort. When Omega and Lambda work together, we're unstoppable. You link your arm with Riley's, only to have him wrap an arm around your waist and drop a smacking kiss on your cheek. I think that might be the nicest and first compliment you've ever given me. You all drink to your success and drink again and again. Your eyes slide open the next morning to bright, blinding lights and the worst headache you've ever had. You're passed out on the floor, your head softly embraced from where you lie curled up on Riley's chest. Wait, how much did we drink last night? All of a sudden, the sounds of the front door slamming as you sitting bolt upright until you hear a voice call out a few seconds later. Hello, Danielle. Is anyone home? Ruh-roh. I mean, it's not like the guy didn't ever go to college. Anyway, without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. My voice is failing me. I've already read 3 chapters today. What else do you want from me? If you did like the content that I do, yeah, again, you know what to do. Also, there's the join and thanks features on the channel. Consider supporting. Other than that, so I'm just gonna say this real quick, right? I see a lot of feedback about this book. And everyone, like, they can't stand Riley. They can't stand Riley. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The guy's ego is like the size of Texas. So, with that being said, I agree with you in that aspect, right? Welcome to American frats. Just saying. Literally and figuratively, it's how a lot of these people are. So, yeah, in case, you know, that's somehow shocking to you. It really isn't. I had the very displeasure of dealing with some of those people. You know, as a person who never was a big partier or whatnot, you know, you run into some people who are just heads up their asses. Let's put it that way. That's the best way to put it. So with that being said, the only thing that I can give as a yay for this book is the showing off of multiple people's outfits. Unique, well done for once. So something tells me the acquisition of the company that got Choices is doing well with art. I mean, that's their whole shtick, right? They do a bunch of, you know, artificial stuff, and, you know, they make imagery and everything. So far, we're seeing a lot of changes, and I like it. I can't complain so far. So far, a lot of it is really well done, versus what we have put up with for 8 years on this app, and it gets just tiring and mundane to see the same outfits and the same choices and the same things that mean absolutely nothing to us, and it just gets mundane and droll and tiring. I'm not going to rant too much, but at least there's some improvement. I just wish the writing was better. In all honesty, I wish there was some redeeming quality with Riley. I wish we could work on taming him and, you know, turning him down at least, you know, a few notches and making him someone who, you know, again, there's tiny moments where you can see he's a good guy, but at the same time, 98% of the time, he's just a complete, unredeemable, I don't know what's the word, like Lady and the Tramp? Yeah, the Tramp. So, you know, he's just like one of those. No redeeming qualities whatsoever, except for, like I said, the 2%. And no one else ever gets to see that. He just does it to you to try and show that, hey, I can be human, but not really. So, yeah, that's my only critique about it. Aside from that, which, again, there's some women who prefer that and like that. There's even some guys who like that. There's bratty chicks, right? So, as I was saying, there's bratty chicks and whatnot. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Everybody's into something. I don't know. Anyway, without further ado, thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.